All right, all right, all right. We are doing the thing again with the box of Super Slam. This is my second and last case of this I will be able to open probably because I just got so little of it. My new Bic pen opening tool. I should get more creative with my opening tools, I feel. We did not do great on the last case. I think we did okay, but like we really didn't do great. Like I really want like that great opening, right? I want that awesome experience. I think this was all the supers. It's a bunch of supers in there. More supers, I think. Yeah, so it's all the supers. This is the last case opening we did. Did okay. Wasn't great. Wasn't the worst. We did good in the reprints. Unfortunately and tragically, the legendaries we hit. This is actually the most expensive thing we hit. But yeah, the New Horizons are worth like $10. So yeah, that was depressing. I'm pretty sure even though we hit double legendary, I think we still lost money opening that case. So we're gonna see. We're gonna see if we can do better this time. We're gonna look for a Marvel. We're gonna see if we can hit some spicy things in here and maybe get something kind of crazy. So let's see how it goes. Oh, well, first pack. Let's go. Wasn't expecting that. That's a cold foil EAM. Wow, that looks sick. Wow. Well, you can't complain about that. Although what I can complain about is where the heck are my sleeves? Oh no. Why am I missing sleeves? Yeah, my other desk has them. There we go. That was a long reach. We got there. That was a very brutal long reach, but we got there. Okay. Wowzers. Oh, look at that. At the top of it's all jet. Oh, never mind. Okay. Let's say, like, how dare they jip us on the quality of our sleeve bag that we're going to throw away anyway. Let's see. Oh, that's right. This has like the goofy, like, put this right there. That's our foil super. And then our rares. Okay. Push this up and push that up and push that stuff up. So it's just a random rare in the front. That's where our foil is. That over there. And then two more rares. So I don't like, I will be honest, I don't like that the hit is right there, basically. That kind of bugs me a little bit. It does make it a little bit harder to keep up with and open the set. But it is what it is. I like when you don't have, like, it's fun when you have like that little, like, ooh, like, you know, your reveal. I do prefer that. That is definitely the far superior method. I'm kind of just like all over the place with how I'm doing this now. Because there's a rare at the start. And then our foil is here. That there, I guess. I don't know. Whatever. Grr. I'm tired. We're trying to, ooh, hey, Plowhunter. We're trying to record a whole bunch of stuff and get ahead of the video schedule again and get stuff caught back up. And, you know, we have quite the backlog of things to accomplish now. And it's going to be very interesting how things roll out over the next few months, I think. God, I do not like how the pack collation is. It's so much slower to open this way. Grr. Wait, am I just putting baubles and stuff? Oh, I am doing that. God dang it. I'm just dumb. Common. So this is one of those moments, right, where I'm also colorblind. So as you can tell, this has truly messed with my head. There we go. We've resolved that problem. Oh, let's try and keep this somewhat sorted. There we go. The piles of chaos will continue until the piles of chaos will continue, I guess. Okay. Now we have our rares. I think we should do this way. Put our foils are right there. There we go. Okay, we've re-achieved normalcy, I think. Ooh, foil M. Nice. And another foil here, and 2 rares. There we go. I think we are a little more streamlined now. Might be a little more streamlined now. Not too much more streamlined, but we're doing better. You guys also can't see the... Whoa, hello. So this is not a New Horizons, so I know we did better. We're doing much better so far than the last case. The last case was a whole lot of sadness, so we're just not going to talk about that last case because it was bad. Especially with the New Horizon, like, just dying in price. Like, that's just rough. Not what you want to see, right? Like, you definitely don't want to see your case hits go from woo into the moon or the floor. You want to see a moon. You want the moon. You don't want the floor. But we got the floor with that last case. That last case was it was a special egg in the crock pot, you might say. Yeah, this might be one of the slowest case openings I've done in a minute. I usually like speed through these things like super fast, but like having to check for the supers and the other stuff in here is kind of like throwing me for a loop. I feel like the foils are not in the right place and everything just feels wrong. It all feels off. That's kind of a neat art. So there was one thing recently. The artist for the Fable auctioned off the painting, and I would have loved to have been able to bid on that painting and acquire it. However, due to some things that were going on at the time, I was unable to do so, much to my sadness. So unfortunately, I did not get that beautiful painting for $4,000 or $5,000 or whatever it ended up selling for, because I just did not have the ability to bid on it at the time. However, I do hope that one day in the future, the person that bought that will sell it, and hopefully when that happens, I can quietly acquire it from them then. But we shall see when it happens, if it happens. It may not. It may. The future knows not what the future knows. But the future does know what the future knows, you know. So, we're having a good old time with this. We are also attempting to get a alpha case break together, I think. We will see if that actually ends up happening or not. I'm going to try. It might be fun. So, we'll see. I think it'll be a good time if we can. But it may not happen. You know, who knows? I have hope. It would be nice, but we shall see. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. We're still trying to find a Marvel for this set. We have not seen one yet. I would like to at least open the Marvel. A Marvel. Doesn't need to be like the most expensive Marvel. Just I would like to see a Marvel from this set, because I feel like minimally I have to at least crack Super Slam until I get a Marvel. This might be one of the first sets in a long time that I will not be able to open the Fable on, which is, it's unfortunate, but I mean, it is what it is. I have managed to open up a Fable on basically every single set except for Block 1. I opened up the Monarch one, I opened up the Aria one, I opened up, I think everything else after that I have officially cracked at least one of the Fables. I did Everfest, multiple at Everfest. I don't know, we'll see. I may not be able to. We'll see if we get lucky or not, but who knows. There's still 2 more boxes after this one, plus this what's after this box, so there is always hope. There is always hope. We never know, though. We never know. So, but what I want to talk about the set, right? So I'm kind of like, I'm tired opening, which I don't want to do. But the set itself, right? The singles are not doing great. The Marvels are doing okay. The playability from the set seems relatively good from people I have talked to. Everyone seems to enjoy opening it for the most part. I haven't heard anyone saying it's like a terrible product. Obviously, the singles, though, do not appear to be the play from this set. Now, what does that mean? That means that I'm just not going to sell anything that I open, probably, and I'm just going to wait for them to get expensive, and then I'll go make money on them. So I'm just patient. I think this is probably going to be what's going to be required of this set, is to just be patient. I think inevitably cards will go up. You know, stuff will enter the meta. They'll spike. Things will go up, go down. You know, this is kind of like the way of things in Fab, right? Like, stuff tends to do this. It goes up, goes down, goes up, goes down. As the meta rises and falls, things do better and worse, and rinse, repeat. So I think this is just going to be one of those sets where if you do mass open it, depending on how well you do or don't do from the opening standpoint, I think the play here is just do nothing. I think open it, process it, have it ready to list so that when stuff starts spiking up, you can start, you know, capitalizing on the cards that do spike up. But I personally will not be in any rush to sell out singles from this set because I think they're genuinely underappreciated. And I think when a set is genuinely underappreciated, you generally should not be blowing out your singles inventory. You should just be sitting on it if you can. So I don't know how much of this I'll be able to get in the future. I was really trying to get a big multi-distributor deal going so that I could try and get a bunch of product to a bunch of people. And unfortunately, I was not able to do that in time, which does suck. I really do try to get as much product out to people as I can. I think that's one of the nice benefits I've been able to do. I have multiple pro teams and stuff that order product from me, and I try to make sure everyone is supplied with product as much as I can. I know there's a couple of big orderer guys that normally try to order upwards of like 25 to 30 cases through me, and I regrettably have not been able to give you guys 25 to 30 cases in quite a while. The last time that I really had the volume to do that was like probably Rosetta. And then before that, I had the volume on Hunted, but no one wanted it. So I ended up keeping like 75, 80 cases. I ended up doing the same thing. I ended up doing the same thing with Rosetta too. So I ended up keeping upwards of like 100 cases of Rosetta. And I just kept cracking it for singles because it was like it was so profitable to open. It was crazy. So I just kept opening it and I just kept making tons of money on singles. And I was just like, this is awesome. And then Rosetta started rocketing up in price and Hunted started rocketing up in price. And, here we are a few months later. And, I had more Rosetta and Hunted at one point than like Star City Games did. And I'm not going to say who confirmed that, but I had a lot. I had one of the largest holdings in the US for a while, which was pretty funny. Yeah, didn't ever see that happening, but it did. So fun times. So I think, the first half of this case has been very, very good. I think we've done quite well. We have a cold foil EA Common, cold foil EA M, and we have a cold foil Legendary. So I think we did pretty solid here. Let me... We got to count the M's, see if we really did keep going up in M supply. It's possible. It appears we have. And I think that's going to be another big factor on this set. Even though there's more M's, I think it doesn't matter. Yeah, we definitely have one more additional M now in sets, which is okay, I guess. But we'll see how things age in the long term with that. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for the support. I will talk to you guys soon. Let me know about the alpha case break if you guys want to get in on that. Comment down below, and I will set aside slots for people. And whenever it fills, I will collect funds from people, and it'll be fun. Ta-ta for now, guys. Bye!